Last time on Races to Places, Lyndon worked up a sweat riding some tough African enduro trails.
Every day in Africa we see massive accidents, and look at this one.
Wow, the front of this bus has taken quite an impact. It looks like this chicken is making the most of the crash scene in search of food.
So this is the sort of thing I see every day when travelling through Africa. These crazy accidents. Now there's a bus coming. Woo! So thankfully in this accident nobody was injured.
Yep.
This is one of the passengers. You are a very lucky man.
Yeah.
And the driver?
The driver's that one.
The driver is over there, he's also okay, surprisingly.
Yep.
Woo!
Recording.
But look how fast this truck is coming. Look how fast this truck's coming, it's crazy. So this is what happens, it starts when it starts to rain here in the rain season. So the temperature starts to drop is the first thing that you notice, and then the wind starts to pick up. And if you look at the clouds, you can only just see a little bit of blue. It's all starting to build. Then you'll see the rain. So you see in the distance over there, it's already raining. And here it comes, the rain. And when it comes, it comes. And there's another accident, a truck lying on its side. Everywhere, you see this.
Here we are at Kundalila Falls, and wow, don't they look spectacular. Kundalila Falls is a Zambian natural monument, located on the Cuan River near the small town of Kanona.
This is in Kundalila area. This is the falls. The falls means crying dove.
It's a dove, yeah, bird.
Yes, the birds. Yes.
Set in the wilderness on the edge of the Munchinga escarpment, the name Kundalila Falls means crying dove in the local Bemba language.
They get these tolls to pay on the main roads. On the motorcycle, we don't have to pay anything. So this is the Chirundo Bridge, crossing into Zimbabwe. You can see the old bridge here. When we arrive at a new country, it's always good to get the obligatory flag video. Hello. I'm good, how are you? Oh, a little bit hot from going through there. Sorry? Yeah, I have the little slip also, don't let it blow away. This one. And you need to see the stamp? This one. Thank you very much.
Today, things are going to be a little bit different here on Races to Places. Basil and Lyndon will be going on a river cruise. But first things first, we have to cross from Zimbabwe to Zambia.
So here we are in Cuan I on the Zimbabwe side of the Zambezi River. Why are we here? Well, after travelling in Zambia for quite some time, the rain in the north of Zambia was particularly bad, and I wanted to go north and then east across into Malawi, but the only two routes east were through national parks, and they don't really allow motorcycles through national parks, so those routes are out, and the other routes have big river crossings which are impassable in this rainy season. So I made the decision to come further south, and I got in contact with a friend that I met from the roof of Africa, Cuan, and we managed to organise to get a boat. So we're here in Cuan I, and Basil bike is loaded on the boat, and we're going to sail on this, well, not sail, but we're going to motor on this boat all the way down the Zambezi, through the middle of the two national parks either side of the river, and up all the way across to the Mozambique border. So it's going to be a huge adventure. We're going to do fishing, have a good time, something a little bit different. Basil's going to have a break for a few days. Let's go do it, see what it's like.
All aboard! It's time to depart. Lyndon has chosen River God Adventures for his cruise down the Zambezi. You can find information about their cruises at www.rivergodadventures.com. Looks like the elephants are taking a bath.
Go boys!
Time for a few refreshments. Well, that's the end of day one on the Zambezi River cruise. And I wonder, what is the chef cooking up for tea?
We've got some spaghetti bolognese for tea tonight. Look at this.
Garlic bread for days.
Garlic bread. Wow, that's proper garlic bread.
And it's like loaded garlic bread.
Loaded garlic bread. There's no mosquitoes near me tonight.
Rise and shine, boys. It's time for day two of the river adventure.
So this little device here that we're making a big kettle of hot water for coffee this morning is called a cob, and it's quite popular here. It's basically like a little oven that you can put, like you can do a roast chicken in a pan, or you can boil water. But the good thing is the outside of it here doesn't get hot, so you can put it on the boat and you can just have it with you while you're sailing down the river. So that's what this little device is here, a cob. You learn something every day.
Well, you're certainly getting to see a selection of wildlife, son. Lucky boy.
Beautiful big elephant, look at the tusks on that. Just enjoying his breakfast down by the river. Incredible. I take safety seriously, so I'm just going to buckle up here. You know, when you're driving an expensive piece of machinery like this, that, you know, a hippo could bump you off at any time, so it's important to stay safe on the river. So I'm wearing my helmet. We just stopped for a bite to eat for lunch on this little sandbank here, and then we're going to get back going, heading further downstream towards the Mozambique border. We'll go through a valley on the way and hopefully catch some nice fish, catch some bream as well, and cook that on the fire tonight.
Oh, I'm liking the look of this. Bacon and sausage for brunch.
Basil's just chilling out on the back of the boat there, minding his own business, enjoying the cruise.
Yes, Lyndon. I'm absolutely living the African dream here.
How's it going, Chief Chef? This is Norman. Norman's been sailing up and down this river, floating up and down this river for some 18 years. What he doesn't know, where the stumps are, where the sandbanks are, is not worth knowing. So super happy to have him driving the boat for us down here. He's also the chief cook and looks after us with the food and makes some amazing dinner for us, and breakfasts, suppers, you name it, this is what we get. So thanks, Norman. Thanks, man.
We're coming to the end of the Zambezi River cruise. Why don't you leave us a comment underneath this video if you've done something similar, or you're thinking of doing it. And now it's time for a spot of fishing.
So we just pulled up here on this tree. Norman's just tying us off. And we're going to catch a few little chaser fish, some fish to go fishing with later, for tiger fish.
First one.
The first one.
Check him out. He's gonna catch the tiger of your dreams.
So here we are, just drifting through this channel here that we found just off the side of the Zambezi River, and what an amazing 2 days it's been. We've been sailing down the river with Basil bike on the back of the boat, stopping and eating at sandbanks and islands, and we've seen buffalo, hippo, elephants, some amazing things, crocodiles, you name it. I've seen more birds down this river than I think I have anywhere, and I've tried to capture it on the camera, but I don't know, you just cannot capture what your eyes see in these places. But it's been a real experience, and I can't thank Cuan and Norman enough for their help on the trip, and yeah, what an experience. And when you can't ride through it, then you can take a boat through it.
Next time on Races to Places, I'm afraid it's more border crossings.
Hi everyone, I just want to say a massive thank you to you all for watching my media and for all the great comments that I receive every single day. Please keep them coming. I'm just going to share with you my Patreon page. Patreon is a membership-based platform that gives creators like me the opportunity to continue to create the media that you love to watch. For just a few dollars a month, I can give you priority viewing, I can give you special features, informative posts about the things that you want to know. It creates a platform for interaction between you, the viewer, and me, the creator. Now, a few dollars a month might not seem like a lot to you, but for me, collectively, it makes a huge difference. So please check out the link at the bottom of the page, and I appreciate any contribution you can make to make my job sustainable. In return for that, I promise to keep creating great media that you love, dreaming up new projects, filming it and sharing it with you all. Thanks.